just uploaded a video. There is no fear. There is only to live. I wanted to take a walk today, but I don't want to go too far. But I still want to walk. I'm I'm just in my beaters right now. I ain't even trying to get fresh. But I was thinking while I was walking, what is there to be afraid of? And I couldn't come up with an answer. So that's the question of the day. What are you afraid of? Now, success, success is something that you can be afraid of, but being afraid is what keeps you from success. I'm gonna make that I'm gonna make that simple. You can have the anxiety knowing what's coming and doing it anyway, but being afraid of what's coming is what's preventing you from doing it anyway. When when families get together and they work on a company and they build a company, everybody plays their part because when it's all said and done and everything is up and running, those same people that lended a hand are the same people that's going to get land, houses, cars, all that stuff because the company can pay for it once the company starts recuperating excessive amounts of money where you have to get rid of money now. We're able to do that, but as far as the previous message I uploaded talking about, the curses and them having to, re-up on all the spell work every week, every month, and there's always something, going on every month. We could do it. We just have to cut the passive aggressive talk, right? Like a lot of people would say, you know, so-called black people reclassified from Niji, the original American Indians. People would say, we can do this, we can do that, but then the majority would say, niggas always mess shit up. We can never have nothing good. This, and that. And the this, and that is a whole bunch of negative, self-hating, down talking towards a potential plan, right? I understand if the plan was written and somebody was already, putting something into play, and you could potentially predict that it's not going to work or, something's going to get damaged or whatever, then that's constructive criticism. But while the plan is being spoken and the idea of togetherness is being, brought to everybody's attention, that's the worst time for you to be pessimistic and passive aggressive, especially when, if there's one successful black bank or black community, the same people that's talking down about the whole plan of us coming together and building Z community, they'll be the first people to move into the community. They'll be the first people to want to have the best house in the community. They'll be the ones that want to have the best job in the community, right? Those same people that couldn't see the plan, couldn't see the vision because they're afraid of it. You're watching me. That's one person. So thank you. I don't know why y'all come in here talking shit. So being afraid of success can prevent you from taking those steps and being successful regardless of how you feel about success. Being afraid of the outcome and still doing it regardless, that's not being afraid. That's adrenaline. That's excitement because you're still doing whatever it is you're afraid of. I'm about to block you. I don't even know what you're talking about. Kent said he is afraid of nothing. Yeah, I'm on the highway. Well, I'm by the highway, so it's gonna be a little bit of noise. Alan is afraid of clowns. Arigato is afraid of being left behind. Entire facet is afraid of heights. Lily is afraid of spiders. Why I want to know? Because the easiest way to overcome what you're afraid of is to laugh at it. You're afraid of heights? Look up and laugh. You're afraid of getting left behind? Look at who's leaving you behind and see where they're going. You can't get left behind in your own personal life. The only way you can get left behind is if you're trying to be a part of something that is not going to serve you, is going to deplete you, or is going to cause you to change yourself so much that you are now not being left behind, but you have left yourself behind. So you're not left behind, and you won't be left behind. As long as you keep moving forward, and you keep looking up, there's going to come a point where you're not even going to realize how high you are until you decide to look down. And then you're going to be so excited, you're going to start laughing. Because while you're looking down and you're flying so high, you're thinking about how you used to be scared of heights, but now you're sitting up there with the sun. Looking forward, not getting left behind by anyone. And spiders, you might be afraid of spiders. I know this saying is old and used up and tired, but they're more afraid of you than you are of them. As a matter of fact, to go deeper into spiders, if you ever walk into a spider web, thank Loki, because he's looking out for you. If you find a spider in your place of dwelling, thank Loki and thank your ancestors and your spirits, because the spider web is the dream catcher. So if you have spiders on, right by your door, that's preventing evil spirits from coming in. After acknowledging the purpose of the spiders, you'll start to realize you don't have bad dreams. You'll start to realize your anxiety and your cortisol level going down, because you're not looking at the spider as if it wants to eat you. You're looking at the spider as if it's protecting you from evil spirits that actually want to eat you. So the easiest way to overcome fear is to look at it and laugh. That's the best way to get over fear. The easiest way to get over fear is to laugh. The best way to get over fear is to face it. The quickest way to get over fear is to face it and laugh at it. That's how you make bullies mad. You look at them and you laugh at them, because they bleed the same blood as you. They breathe the same air as you. And they didn't stop making guns when they got one. Bullies only pick on people they feel like ain't gonna be standing up for themselves. People only talk down to people who don't know how to speak up about themselves, who don't know how to speak up for other people. That's all. That's it. Even if you have something that you're afraid of, write it down. And after you write down what you're afraid of, the next thing you write, I am no longer afraid. Write what you're afraid of, and the next thing you write, I am no longer afraid. And after that, the next thing you write, if you want to, you could write, I am going to look in the face of fear and laugh. I'm going to look at everything that I am afraid of and laugh at it. I'm going to look at everyone that I think I'm intimidated by, and I'm going to laugh at them. Find something about them to laugh at. And make sure you laugh so hard that your gut starts to wrench. Make sure you laugh so hard, maybe they'll hear you laughing. And while you're laughing, it might shock you, because You know, you're loud and you're laughing and people can hear you. Laugh at that too. And then keep laughing. Don't let nothing stop you from laughing. Laugh at yourself. Laugh at life. Laugh at things you're supposed to cry about. Laugh at death. What's up, Tanisha? And Tanisha is afraid of nothing, and that's exactly how it should be. Fear nothing. Fear no darkness. All that it is to live. Laughter is a part of life. Crying is along the lines of cremation and ceremony. Laughter is along the line of life. So when you write down what you're afraid of, the next word you write, I am no longer afraid. I am no longer afraid of ... I am going to laugh at ... You afraid of spiders? I'm going to look at a spider and I'm going to laugh at a spider. I'm going to get as close as I comfortably can and I'm just going to look at the spider. The spider's not going to jump on me. It's not going to chase me down. I'm just going to look at the spider and I'm going to feel that that emotion of fear. And as I feel that emotion of fear, I'm going to let it do what it do. And in my mind and in my heart, I'm going to control how it makes me feel. It makes me nervous to get close to a spider. So I'm gonna get close uh, as I comfortably can, and then I'm gonna get a little bit closer after that little feeling goes away. You can go to the PetSmart and ask one of the employees to walk with you to the spider aisle and have them stand right there and talk to you about the spiders. And you could tell them why you're afraid of spiders. Tell them why you're afraid of spiders. Let them know, and they'll talk to you about spiders. They'll tell you a whole bunch of positive things about spiders. They won't tell you anything negative about spiders because you say that you're afraid of spiders. So they're only going to tell you things that's going to make you see spiders in a different light. So it's going to make you see your fear in a different light. You're afraid of heights? Find the tallest building in your area and see if you can go up to the highest floor. You don't have to do this. It could be a spontaneous moment, spur of the moment when you find this place. You go up top and you just look out. And when you look out, you look down. And when you look down, every single thought about how you can fall, every single thought about how you can be harmed, every single thought is going to come through your mind. Let it. And once those thoughts come through, you let them go. Don't hold on to them. You tell them, no, I'm not going to fall. I'm not going to be afraid of heights. Once you do these things, the feeling of fear is going to start feeling funny. And it won't be fear anymore. It's going to be to you like a joke. You might beat yourself up a little bit for being afraid, but that's okay. Don't keep beating yourself up. Write it down. And then the next words you write, I am no longer afraid. I didn't even plan on coming on live, but I had a message that I had to get out today because we on the precession of the equinox and the poles shifting. Everything's shifting. You see it in the music, you see it in the movies, you see it in the TV shows, online, and in real life. It's going to take full effect in real life, I would say around summertime. But for now, it's happening in the ethers. It's happening under our feet. It's happening above our heads. It's happening in the trees. But I appreciate y'all sharing y'all thoughts, sharing y'all fears, and we're gonna battle them together. And we're gonna get over all those fears. First things first, write down what you're afraid of. Second things second, write down that you're no longer afraid. And anything else after that, you're gonna laugh at it. Because fear is just another bully. We don't rock with bullies. We don't give no quarter to bullies. And we don't have no mercy for them either. So you have to show your fears no mercy. Showing your fears mercy is allowing it to affect you. Even if it is something that you're afraid of, talk back to it like you would talk back to your parents. Talk back to the evil like you would talk back to your spouse, your girlfriend, or your boyfriend. Talk back to your fears, those negative self-talk, those pessimistic, passive-aggressive ideas, and those pessimistic, passive-aggressive things that you could potentially say to ruin your day or to keep your day from getting better after it may have started out bad. You got to fight. You got to fight fear with fun, laughter, and joy. That's how you fight fear. The same way you fight darkness by turning on the light and just letting the motherfucking light shine. Darkness is gonna go whenever darkness is ready to go. You see, I ain't paying no attention to this fool in my comments, but that's okay. That's only gonna help my channel expand. It's gonna help me get more views. It's helping me get more traction, and that's good. I'm still building this channel. I understand there's gonna be some times where it's just me on here talking. But what you think? I'm gonna delete the video? I'm gonna upload the video, and more people are gonna see it tomorrow, and then the next day, and then the next day. You might think that I'm speaking to nobody, but you're in the chat. So I'm obviously speaking. You're going to take away because you had ample of things to say. But I understand everybody got their, you know, everybody got their job to do. Your job is to distract me and take me off of my channel, take me off of, you know, take me out of my concentration and make me miss what I have to say. And again, that's okay. I ain't gonna be mad at you. I ain't got nothing but love for you. Sit in the sun. So you're going to write down whatever you're afraid of. And then the next thing you write, I am no longer afraid. And then go out and live your life, yo. You know, it might be times where you want to lay down, but you have to understand when you lay down, whatever enemy is attempting to feed off of you, you don't want to give them the upper hand. You don't want to give them the satisfaction of you wasting away when you could make something happen today. Even if it's a 2-minute video, even if it's reading for 5 minutes or 5 seconds, even if you just put your hand on the book, even if you just put your hand on your notes, even if you just put your hand on whatever it is that you have planned, you have a schedule, and the schedule is hectic and you might need a rest today. So if you're going to take that rest, just lay your hand on whatever it is you have that you're dreaming on. Lay your hands on whatever it is you're dreaming about. So whatever energy that you would have spent on it that day is coming out from your hands and it's being laid onto your dreams. It's being laid onto your plans. It's being laid onto everything that you have, that you want to get done. And then you go back and you take a rest. But while that happens, what's going to happen is in your mind, you're going to be thinking about your dreams. You're going to be thinking about your goals. You're going to be thinking about your plans. You're not going to be thinking about the enemy. You're not going to be thinking about what's draining your energy. You're not going to be thinking about who don't like you, or who's trying to stop you, or who's trying to get your channel taken down, or who's trying to have anything to disrupt your forward movement, your forward motion, right? And I always say keep moving forward, right? That Meet the Robinsons movie, right? It's there for a reason. It's not there for your entertainment. It's there to let you know that after this movie turns off, you're gonna have to continue living life, and you might feel like giving up, but you can't give up. You can't give death the satisfaction of you allowing it to take you. Give life the satisfaction of seeing you happy. Give life the satisfaction of seeing you bring joy not only to yourself, but having that, spill over onto somebody else. Give life the satisfaction of, celebrating something that you're excited about. Even if it's just you celebrating, at least you're showing life that you're happy, and you're showing life that life is what you want and not death. Because you can sit there while it's your birthday, right? And you're alive. You can sit there and cry that nobody told you happy birthday, or you could put your favorite music on. If you have money, you could get yourself a cake, get yourself some weed, some cigarettes, some alcohol, whatever it is that you want to do, and you can celebrate life yourself. And everything else is going to start gravitating towards you because you decided to live, and you didn't decide to die expecting life to come and find you, because life is already in you. Just like spirit is God and spirit can do whatever it want. Yeah, yeah. You can enjoy life or you can enjoy death. Either way, it's gonna pan out exactly how you want it to pan out. If you want it to pan out where you rather not celebrate your birthday and you rather cry because nobody told you happy birthday, then nobody's gonna tell you happy birthday. But if you rather celebrate that it is your birthday and you're alive and you have something to be excited about, you passed that exam, you got that job, you got the interview, you know, You're not down on your luck anymore. Things are starting to look up. You can literally celebrate those small little wins, and life is going to continue to give you more and more wins. It's unfair, but so is life. And you can't be afraid to celebrate life. Because if you're afraid to celebrate life, you're already celebrating death. The way you celebrate death is by not being happy, is by being depressed and letting depression take you, instead of saying, all right, this is what happens when I'm feeling down. This is what happens when I'm feeling depressed. So what are we going to do? I don't want to feel like this. So I wish I don't fucking feel like this. Cuss, say all the cuss words you want. Pick the phone up, pick the spiritual phone up and call Mother Universe, call Mother Earth, the Most High, God, Yahshua, whatever you want to call it, and let them know, hey, I don't want to be fucking depressed. This shit is, you know, blah, blah, blah. Whatever you're afraid of, this shit is, whatever it is, right? And as you're doing that, you're speaking about it in yourself. You're finding answers within yourself. You're finding courage within yourself. You're finding purpose to not only to not be afraid, but to fight that fear and to fight the the negativity that's trying to keep you down, or the negativity that's trying to keep you from celebrating life, or the negativity that's trying to keep you, you know, docile or dormant. I'd rather die enormous than live dormant. But yeah, I said I was gonna get off here about 20 minutes ago, or not 10 minutes ago. But now I'm officially getting off. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments, participating in the Q&A. And before I get off, I'm gonna let you know, the first thing you're gonna write down is what you're afraid of. And then the second thing you write down, I am no longer afraid. All that there is to live. Celebrate life. Celebrate your life. Don't let death have the satisfaction of seeing you not celebrating. Whenever you're not celebrating is the time you should be sitting and cultivating more celebration. Because I promise you, life is about overcoming the things that's constantly trying to bring you down, and constantly smiling and laughing because you are alive. You could laugh for 900 years, or you could cry for 9 years and die. Either way, you're going to die. Only one of those ways, you'll die happy.